Admiral Korthax of the Hegemony's Third Assault Fleet watched with satisfaction as his dreadnoughts unleashed their opening salvo. 300 ships, the pride of the Hegemony, firing in perfect synchronization at the small mining colony below. The plasma bursts and kinetic rounds would reach their target in 47 seconds. Complete annihilation in under a minute. Pitiful, he rumbled to his bridge crew. These frontier settlements never even see us coming. No shields, no defensive platforms, barely any. Admiral, the communications officer's tentacles went rigid. We're receiving a transmission from the colony. Single word broadcast on all frequencies. Their surrender? Korthax laughed. Put it through. The word filled the bridge, transmitted in perfect hegemony standard. Earth. The bridge went silent. Someone dropped a datapad. Sir, the tactical officer whispered. Should we abort the bombardment? Too late. The weapons were already in flight, laws of physics carrying death toward the colony at significant fractions of light speed. 30 seconds to impact. It's probably a bluff, Korthax said, his voice lacking conviction. Earth doesn't have colonies this far out. The humans barely achieved FTL last decade. 15 seconds to impact, someone announced unnecessarily. Sir, the sensor operator's eyes went wide. Jump signatures detected. Massive jump signatures. There, oh, by the void. Space twisted. Reality bent. Where there had been empty void, ships appeared. Not just ships, monsters of metal and determination. The ESS Vengeance materialized first, a kilometer-long testament to human engineering. Then came its sisters, Retribution, Reckoning, Remember Phoenix. 10 seconds to impact. The human fleet didn't fire. They didn't need to. They simply activated their point defense systems. What followed was a light show that would haunt the Hegemony fleet for generations. Thousands of point defense lasers, railguns, and interceptor missiles created a wall of destruction. The Hegemony's bombardment, enough firepower to crack a moon, was swatted aside like insects. Transmission incoming, the communications officer reported, all three of his hearts audibly pounding. On screen appeared a human. Female, middle-aged, wearing the insignia of a colony administrator. She was holding a cup of something steaming and looked mildly annoyed rather than terrified. Hegemony Fleet, this is Administrator Chun of New Melbourne. That was rude. We hadn't even finished our morning coffee. Korthax found his voice. This is an unprovoked attack on a Hegemony system. You have no claim here. Actually, Chun said, taking a sip of her beverage, we filed the colonization papers 72 hours ago. Sent you 3 notifications. Check your spam folder. 72 hours? Korthax sputtered. You can't establish a defensive fleet in 72 hours. We didn't. Another human appeared on screen, Admiral Thompson of the Earth Defense Force. We've been here for 6 minutes. Quantum entanglement communicators are wonderful things. Colony says help. We jump. Simple. The scanner readings were going insane. More human ships were arriving. Dozens. Hundreds. Some were clearly military, but others... Sir, that's a cargo hauler. The tactical officer pointed at one massive signature. But it's armed with... Are those mining lasers? They weaponized mining equipment. Everything's a weapon if you're creative enough, Admiral Thompson said conversationally. Speaking of which, you folks should check your 6. The Hegemony fleet's rear sensors screamed warnings. Another human fleet had jumped in behind them. This one was different, older ships, civilian vessels, some held together with what looked like prayer and duct tape. But every single one bristled with improvised weapons. Earth Volunteer Defense Corps, Thompson explained. Retirees, mostly. They get bored. Ethel there in the SS knitting circle, see the pink one, she used to run a flower shop. Strapped a mass driver to her delivery ship. Says it helps with pest control. A new transmission cut in. This is Ethel. You boys want to apologize to those nice colonists, or do I need to show you what my garden pruner can do to a hull? Korthax's tactical display was now showing over 1,000 human vessels. Military, civilian, industrial, some that defied classification. One appeared to be a repurposed amusement park ride launching explosive stuffed animals. How, he asked weakly. Chun finished her coffee. You attacked humans. Word spread. People got upset. But the logistics, the coordination. We have group chats, she said simply. Very efficient. Admiral Thompson leaned forward. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to apologize to New Melbourne. You're going to pay for their emotional distress. I'm thinking a nice cargo of those hegemony chocolates. Then you're going to leave and update your star charts to note that this is human space. And if we refuse? Every human ship powered weapons simultaneously. The energy readings broke several scanner arrays. Then Ethel gets to test her new fertilizer recipe, Thompson said pleasantly. Hegemony ships make excellent compost, apparently. Korthax looked at his tactical display. 300 of the galaxy's finest warships surrounded by 1,000 human vessels ranging from state-of-the-art to held together with hope. His computers calculated the odds of survival. Error. Insufficient data. Human military doctrine does not compute. Korthax swallowed his pride and several redundant organs. I apologize to New Melbourne for the misunderstanding. And? Shin prompted. And would 1,000 tons of chocolate be sufficient? Make it 2,000 and throw in some of those nice hegemony wines, Chin said. We're having a block party to celebrate our first contact. As the hegemony fleet powered down weapons and prepared their most humiliating retreat in history, Korthax had one last question. The Earth defense response, is it always this, enthusiastic? Thompson grinned. Oh no. This was restrained. You only shot at them once. You should see what happens when someone actually damages a human colony. We get creative. The retreat was orderly, dignified, and extremely fast. As they jumped to hyperspace, the last thing the hegemony fleet heard was Ethel asking if anyone wanted to stay for tea and cookies. The after-action report would be simple: do not engage human colonies. Any human colonies. Ever. They take it personally. Addendum, their entire species appears to be a mutual defense pact with snacks.